And we are live. What's going on, everyone? In a rare appearance, like a reunion tour, so to speak, I have Davey A from I Give That 10 Minutes with Davey A. Um,
That's me.
I'm so excited. Thank you for coming. We are talking Super Mario Brothers. I'm just saying.
It's exciting. Thanks for having me back. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hi.
Are you kidding me? I've been like, I miss this. I miss this. I miss having the time to do this. I had like I'm not just just a heads up, not not saying it will happen, but don't be surprised if 1 o'clock rolls around.
Oh, 1 o'clock.
Can't.
I mean, does it count if I'm having water?
I got elderberry tea going on.
Oh,
My
now
little
that sounds
dog.
fancy. Elderberry tea.
Yeah.
Very fancy. Very posh. Hmm.
I don't know if it's posh, but it's like an immuno booster for sure. I
Okay.
I went to the gym last week on Wednesday and I came home and Thursday I woke up feeling like death. So I did elderberry tea every 6 hours, manuka honey every 6 hours, and like that's, and broth if I could stomach it. And by Friday I was walking around. Oh, and a neti pot. Have you ever heard of a neti pot?
No.
It's like a thing with like sodium bicarbonate or something that you mix
Okay.
with, it's got to be distilled or boiled water,
Right.
and you let it cool off, you put it in the neti pot, and then you pour it in your nose, and then it like clears all that stuff off, and you'll be
Wow.
breathing.
Wow. You see, this is important why we got together. We're now giving you medical advice for those troublesome, bunged up areas. Stick a bit of bicarb in there and hope for the best.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, neti pot every 6 hours, elderberry and like manuka honey, and I was good to go by the next day.
Well, I've learned something invaluable, so thank you for that.
Yeah, I know you're real particular about your tea. I plan on one day I'm gonna try the you said the Yorkshire tea that you like, right? I'm
Mm,
gonna try that.
it's a
I'm gonna,
very well established. That was easy to say. Well established and tasty beverage, and homegrown and made in the northwest of England. So yeah, or in the north of England, I should say. And yeah, it's a lovely brand of tea. Other teas are available, however, it's my go-to choice.
so I'm eating beef stroganoff from last night because when I tell you I got up this morning, I got up. I was so tired. I got my daughter up to get herself together, and I fell right back asleep. Like I woke up, my daughter's in her little PE uniform, sitting on the couch with a little book. You slept well, mommy? You okay? Like we're not about to be late for school or anything.
Just chilling, I don't think kids have any understanding of time and how you have to be places at certain times.
Oh, yeah, she's ready for summer though. She,
As are we all. We're all ready for
I know, I'm
the hot
ready.
weather and cool drinks and walks on the beach. It's all happening. It's all going to happen.
Wasn't there wasn't there a heat wave like last year in England where you are, and
There's one right
everybody was
now.
like,
There's
"Oh
one right
yeah."
now as we speak. I'm recovering from a 31-degree day. It's been hot, clammy, sweaty, and yet I'm still smiling. It's all good. I've been sweating in places that I didn't know you could get sweat from. Let's
Oh
put it that
wow.
way. Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
But for the listeners on this side of the pond, 31 degrees is how many degrees here?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe 50 or 60, maybe Fahrenheit. I don't know. I'm not good at temperatures
50,
and their
60,
alternate
I don't
alternate versions, but around 50, 60 maybe. It's hot for here. So
I know. Math it out and comment in the comment section and let us know what the conversion is.
It's been a warm day though, but I'm glad to be sitting here now in a cooler area and being able to chat to you. Cheesy smile.
I'm so glad you can make it. Okay, so we are gathered here today to discuss Super Mario Brothers the movie. Now,
Yes.
are we going to roast it? Will we bin it or plate it? Let's dig in. All right, so you saw it, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
I
so
have.
what were your thoughts on it?
Well, I've already done a little mini episode of my own and had a little vent about my opinions on the movie. Now, it was mostly positive. Obviously, if you've yet to see the movie, first of all, where the hell have you been? Second of all, it's a very strong likelihood but we're going to do some spoilers. So there's a spoiler alert warning right now. So be prepared, okay? If you've not seen it,
Like,
why not?
why?
Why not? Why not?
Why haven't you seen this movie?
Exactly, exactly. But it was a positive experience for me. There was a lot I took from it in a good way. There were some things I wasn't particularly fond of, but generally it was a fun experience, a fun movie, and an entertaining one as well.
Hmm,
What about you?
I loved all the Easter eggs. The
Mm.
music was epic. I don't know. Peaches. The song Peaches.
Yeah, straight in with the peaches, huh? Straight in.
The unintentional hit.
It's insane. It's just gone so global.
It's like peaches, 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 peaches. I love you.
I mean, you've
But
got to wonder if it wasn't Jack Black voicing Bowser, would they still have done a song? Obviously, with Jack Black being such a renowned recording artist and singer and so on, would they have still done this mini musical number if it wasn't Jack Black?
I don't think so because Jack Black definitely serves it.
Hmm.
Anything he does when it comes to like music, I mean, it doesn't even have to be. Like I know I'm probably gonna get killed by the diehard Jack Black stands, but I mean, he doesn't even really make fantastic, classic, long-lasting music. It's amusing, and we love it. I mean, you remember Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny.
I love that movie. I do. It's largely because I love rock, so to have
Yeah,
them be using rock as their engine to carry this movie on, and a ridiculous, far fetched storyline, yes, but a fun and again entertaining movie.
yeah, exactly. Just a school of rock. What are
Love
the
School of
odds they're
Rock.
gonna put a rando in with a bunch of kids? You know, like as a parent, I was like, I don't want to suspend my disbelief. But as a moviegoer, this entertained me.
Yeah,
It was a beautiful thing. He encouraged kids to love rock and roll and fight the man.
yeah. One of them had like stick it to the man Jivitis or something like that. Like it was a disease. Loved it.
And like I liked how he introduced the kids to Slash and stuff. Either way, no matter what Jack Black is in, there's always going to be references and hints to his love and passion for rock and roll, and we love
Yes,
this.
of course. It's why it's a good movie. It's why it's still fun to watch now, years later. And yes, granted, most of the child actors in it are all grown up adults now. It makes you feel a lot older than you already are. But it's
Oh,
just a fantastic ensemble of rock and comedy, and it's something for everybody.
yeah. So if Jack Black is not Bowser, I'm willing to bet that song does not happen.
Yeah, it's obviously something he's asked to do. Can I just do a cheeky song and just see what happens? And of course, global sensation. You've got everyone recreating it around the world. So well done, Mr.
And,
Black. Well done,
and
Nintendo.
and it's free ad because people do the challenges on TikTok and stuff like that. It's free advertisement, so this is really free marketing and a
Yeah,
smart move on his part. I'm Jack Black. I want to do a funny song in this movie. How do I pitch it to the people? You know, if I do this, people are going to be singing this on TikTok and then they're going to come see the movie. That's how I would pitch it.
A great pitch and one that would have been very successful, even though it has been in its own right via other means.
Yeah.
A great
So,
song.
yeah, it is a great song. Okay, so when we open we open the movie, it's the Super Mario Brothers plumbing commercial.
Yes.
And he goes, "It's me, Mario," which is an Easter egg referring to the Super Nintendo game. You know, the I remember it had like all these 3D things and
Oh, yeah, the Nintendo 64 one, was it? Mario 64. 3D
yeah.
game, lots of imagery, well, the voices were in there. And that the classic Wahoo, which I'm not going to reattempt now. I'll try it. Wahoo! I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. It does feature in there, but yeah, it's a great start to the movie.
Yeah, and then we're introduced and then he goes he goes, "Was the accent too much?" And of
I love
course,
that.
his dad or his grandfather is like, "It was perfect, son."
I love that kind of playful aspect of it. That's not really what our accent is, but let's do it for the cameras anyway.
Yeah.
Doing that kind of cliche, it's a me, a Mario, knowing that no Italian actually says that. So it's making fun of themselves kind of thing, which I quite enjoyed.
Yeah, I really like that too. Um and okay, so then he they get called off to a plumbing job, which to be fair, the dog ruined it.
Oh,
It's
the
the
dog.
dog's fault.
I mean, to be fair, Luigi did, snap the dog's chew toy in half, or the snack it was chewing on, so it did make him angry anyway. That dog just wanted revenge for having something destroyed by two humans, two buffoons walking into his house, and destroying something.
Yeah, so they get in here and they're trying to fix this leak, which should have been simple, but the dog was in there and they ended up destroying the entire bathroom. And Mario's feeling like a complete failure. And the words he hears in his heart the most is, "I just wish you didn't drag your little brother with you."
Yes, yes,
Which brings me to my favorite relationship in the movie.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on the relationship between Mario and Luigi?
It's really nice to see on screen. We all know the whole backstory about these two plumbers. Older brother, younger brother, constant Luigi being in the shadow of Mario and his popularity. You always feel like Luigi's trying to be as good as, if not better, himself to be just like Mario. Um, but he's always kind of left behind because he's a bit timid and a bit scared and a bit shy and not as confident in himself. But I love the aspect of, even though Mario's shorter, he's the big brother. He's going to look after Luigi, and he does say, as long as we're together, nothing can hurt us, nothing can get us in trouble or whatever. And I like that bonds that we've shown in many sequences on the movie. It was a good brotherly bond. Loved it. Loved them too as characters, and great to see these versions.
Yeah, and I love how it comes full circle in the end where
Yes.
Luigi is the one that saves Mario's ass.
Yes. We all waited for that moment. This whole film with this scary aspect of it, the adventuring, different characters they come across and interact with. But all this time, Luigi's gone through hell. He's been held captive. He's had to go through scary forest and be captured and potentially tortured. And all he wants to do is get back to his brother and get back to a normal life. And the fact that at the end he gets this surge of energy and just wants to fight, it's cool. It's cool. And you see them team up together and be truly super.
Yeah, I love that too. And I liked how the juxtaposition between the two people's experience, the two brothers' experience.
Hmm.
They both end up in a pipe. One ends up in Bowser's kingdom, one ends up in Mushroom's kingdom, And if you look at like the lighting, everything about the animation and the color grading here, you see the extreme light and then the extreme dark. And it's really interesting to see who Luigi is without Mario.
Yeah, I loved it. I love the scare kind of factor when Luigi does end up in the the scary forest part of Bowser's Kingdom, and you have those flashes of lightning, and suddenly you've got some shy guys behind him, or he's being chased by dry bones which come across like the Walking Dead and just chase after him. I was genuinely terrified. I wanted him to get to that mansion and lock that door because they were coming at him, all over. It was just scary.
Yeah, it was absolutely, it was terrible. Like, run, Luigi, run! And then the final scare, where he gets in and it's like the lightning strikes, and then you see the guys behind him, and he's like, ah!
I mean, it really messed with you. You're going to watch what is essentially a movie aimed at young people, children, and so on, and you're being terrified like an adult. It's like you're watching, like The Ring or something. Something's going to jump out of the shadows and get you. It's scary. Poor Luigi, he did well.
It was like, and the juxtaposition between Luigi's experience and Mario's experience was so funny because Luigi's getting like I don't know, Luigi's getting scary movie, and Mario's getting like the lollipop kill.
It was so funny. The whole landing in the Mushroom Kingdom, even though we find out early in the movie that Mario actually hates mushrooms, like he can't stand them.
Yeah.
And he lands in, of all the places to land in, is a world full of mushrooms. And we're given this pretty much an instant sequence where we're shown Toad, the iconic mushroom sidekick to Mario, and he's going to take him to see the princess who can help him in some way. But it's all very happy-go-lucky, like you've seen portrayed in most versions. He just nothing seems to faze him. He's just happy all the time and just wants to carry on walking through the world, and nothing's going to bother him. This guy has not seen reality.
He's like, so we're just gonna walk up to the princess. She'll talk to us, and then he's like,
Not a clue.
and can we talk about worst guards ever?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
he's like, here, let's have a meal. Hurry up and go. So if you feed the guards, then you'll get.
It's what you do when you think you want to bypass, a prison, a castle, a moat, whatever it might be, and there's guards there. All you got to do is whip out your trusty pot and pan and your instant fire, and you can cook them with something, and they'll let anybody get by. It's
No
perfect
wonder
distraction
Princess
technique.
Toadstool kept getting kidnapped and always ended up at another castle.
Oh my god! It still infuriates me going through Mario 3 and getting to those castles, thinking you've saved everyone, and you get told, no, keep going. She's in another one. No, not that one. The other one after it, and so on, and so on, and so on. Grr.
It's like, oh, thank you, Mario, but Princess isn't another. No wonder, because like if you feed them, they'll just let anyone through.
Shocking behavior. Shocking.
I'm questioning the security.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't rely on a mushroom to look after you. Come on. Although I have heard they're fun guys to be with. So sorry, everyone.
I'm just like, I have questions, right? If you eat a mushroom, you get bigger. You touch a mushroom, you get smaller. You eat a green one and you get a free guy.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
I mean, when it comes to mushrooms, you've got to be very careful which ones you consume, because I'm sure out there are some questionable ones that you shouldn't eat.
Yeah.
Just saying. Could it be possible he ate a mushroom and the whole thing was just a hallucination and he was tripping? It's possible.
Yeah. See?
Are you saying I can go down this pipe and end up in a virtual world somewhere else? Sure, yeah. You go ahead and jump down that pipe and see what happens.
I'm just saying. Yeah, and like the magical world is at the other end of a pipe.
It's believable.
Just
Sure
saying.
it is.
And sometimes in the pipe there's fire. I'm just saying. I have questions. I have questions, Nintendo.
I mean, there's good and bad to take from this movie. I mean, there were things that I was a bit angry with, and one was the fact that we never officially got to see Mario get one of the most basic of power ups, which is the fire flower power up. When he went to touch it, and the flame was extinguished, he was never able to get that simple power that he has in the first game. All we saw him do was get bigger and smaller and have a Tanuki suit and have the cat suit, which was a complete change because if it's an origin movie, why is he jumping into the world of Mario Galaxy and Mario 3D World, which happens years later? It's just things like that put it into a kind of the cons as opposed to pros. Things that for me, if it was going to be a basic origin story, they should not have included. But you've got to appeal to everyone. This is a movie where there's been years and years of Mario games, so you've got to incorporate elements of various games to please everyone.
And
You know,
yeah,
it's
everybody has a favorite Mario thing.
exactly. So they tried to throw in as much as they could, and rightly
So
so.
I feel like it was like basically a Mario soup. If anything, they were just like, you know what? They like these. Let's put
Yep,
this here,
I think that's a great
mix
analogy.
it up, and then here you go. If it
Um,
was going to be a true origin story, I was not aware that it was meant to be a true origin story.
no, I don't think it was. It's just as it plays out because it was the first time they went into this kingdom. I was kind of getting the impression it was going to tell us the another version of the origin story and then expand from there. You know, maybe to sequel after sequel or so on. But like you say, it's something from everyone's perspective of Mario fandom. So it's just like you say, a soup, elements of different games into one to make a story that we can all kind of appreciate from different perspectives. So I get why they did it.
Yeah, and I mean, you the Donkey Kong team up.
Mm. Oh my god, Donkey Kong was awesome. Seth Rogen was perfect for that.
Yeah,
Absolutely perfect.
yeah, but oh, I was getting like flashbacks and rage from them racing on Rainbow Road.
Oh,
You remember Rainbow Road for Mario
oh,
Kart?
I'm still getting over the shock of falling off every single goddamn time because there's no barriers, no buffers. If you're racing in space, put some safety in there, please. Come on, guys. You know what I mean.
Oh, I'm
Lakitu in space with a fishing rods is not going to save my life when I'm in the universe. Okay.
I'm telling you, I saw them racing on Rainbow Road, and my memory the rage is part of my core memory. No, what do you mean now? Stop!
It's just not good. Not good. Mm, I could.
You would think with like a little steering wheel with like when we introduced Mario Kart, because I played it on the cube thing.
Oh yeah, the GameCube. Yes.
Yeah, like I played it on that, and then I played it on like the sister. Then we played it on Wii. I thought, oh yeah, we got the steering wheel. It'd be no, you one
No.
little, and next thing you're flying off the darn thing,
Can't do it.
Rainbow Road.
For those of you who've built Rainbow Road, destroy it immediately. It's not good. Get rid of it.
We're gonna have to ruin it like the Bifrost.
Bifrost. Oh. Sorry, we moved into a totally different multiverse over there. Sorry about that,
No,
guys.
you can't tell me the Rainbow Road doesn't look like the Bifrost a
Oh, it
little
totally
bit.
does. It totally does. I mean, it's feasible that at some point, Thor himself would land on there and try and stop the cars from racing past. But that's a dream scenario that will never happen, or will it?
Or will it?
Mm. We're in sync. We're in sync.
Yes. So, all right. So Toad still takes Mario to see the princess, and she would not let him quest with her until he does this like obstacle course.
Yeah, it was like watching Total Wipeout, but it wasn't safe at all. There was no water. What the hell?
It was great. The music, the training sequence, the training montage with the music was just it was
It
wonderful.
was lovely. I think one of the kind of most pleasing factors of this movie is the soundtrack. The score was just sublime and really in keeping with the scenes and the characters and all the kind of retro kind of reference vibes that it gives people who are fans. I just thought it was a great score and worked really well, especially in
Yes,
that scene.
yes. I think yeah, the score is one of my favorite parts, my favorite elements of this film. But can you imagine being Mario, going through all of that, finally getting to go, and then Toadstool's like, "I'm coming too," and she's just like, "Okay."
That's it. Where's his little training montage? Oh, he doesn't get one. He's a small toadstool. He's fine. He's in. What the hell,
Like
man?
her excuse. Well, he grew up here. I grew up here, and it's like
Total BS.
I'm calling bull on that one. Oh
Absolutely.
no.
You know what I loved when he's constantly having to have mushrooms. What is going on here?
Sorry, my teen just came in here with a toy gun. I do not allow my children to play with toy guns.
No, no, no,
No.
no, no, no,
No,
no.
I have two black teens. They will not be outside here playing with guns when, I'm just saying it's a toy. It's a toy, but it's like shiny. It's got the
Yeah,
little orange like tip on it, but
it can be
like
mistaken for something. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, kids have been shot for like Nerf guns,
Mm.
so no. I
Best
had to
to
I
be
had to
safe.
stop what I was doing to tell him, give that back
That's
to your
fair.
friend.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I was
so
going to say, yeah, with the whole training thing, one thing I did like was the constant having to give Mario mushrooms, and then he's eventually throwing up over the side. You can just see him going, "Oh!" and Peach is like rubbing his back, oh, it's going to be all right.
yeah,
He's
because
just, he cannot stand them at all.
I like that because in the beginning he establishes that he does not like mushrooms. So him being for it would have rung untrue to me if he would have just okay, so I'm gonna eat these mushrooms, not make a face or a fuss or throw up when he does not like them.
I mean, it's not for everyone. Mushrooms have always been a questionable thing to eat, but yeah, I like that he put himself through hell just to train. It was good.
I have a death allergy to mushrooms.
Oh
Yep.
no, no, that's not good. Let's steer away from the fungus chat then, quick.
I'm telling you. Um, I don't know. One time, I ate a portobello. I didn't know I was allergic. I ate a
Okay.
portobello mushroom soup, and I woke up. But like and then after dinner, I was like, I was itching. Like I noticed some hives on my cheek at first, and I didn't think anything of it. I thought I got bit by something. I fell asleep and woke up because I was struggling to breathe, and like my eyes swelled shut, my lips were all swollen, and I had to rush over to Naval Hospital Whidbey Island to get treated because I had an allergic reaction to mushrooms.
Wow, that's scary. They're bad.
Yeah.
They're bad for you. Told, get out here.
So like they move on. What I did not like was the fact that well, I wasn't sure if I should talk about it, but since we're talking about what we liked, I disliked that it was like Bowser said, "Well, I have this star thing. I'm going to go propose to Princess Peach." As if because she was a princess, she was automatically expected to marry. Like that had to be the storyline.
Hmm.
It couldn't be, you know what? I want Toad the Mushroom Kingdom. I want this for myself. I'm going to go try and conquer it. And Peach, like any other ruler, try and defend her country. No, it's some dude wants to marry Princess Peach, doesn't know how to say no, and it's like, but I have a star though.
Everything's. Have you seen it? It's shiny. It spins. It's. Just saying.
And she's like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "But star, I have a star."
Of course, you're going to say yes.
I know.
Who's going to say no to a giant, reptilian with a giant star? I don't know. But
Can
that's
we
going to be the
talk
main
about how
premise.
he
Like
did the
Bowser's.
penguin dirty?
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
oh
sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say the fact that the main plot for Bowser's side of the story is that he's just completely obsessed with Peach and how he thinks, like you say, by having a star, he can marry her and bring the two worlds together. It's just, it was never going to be destined for greatness. It was never going to work, and we all know this. We know Bowser's a bad egg, and he can never be good. So he's bound to cause trouble.
Yeah, I feel like that was so lazy. They could have done literally anything else.
Yeah,
Like, oh no, if we don't do this, I'm gonna. I come. Can we do something else? Anything else with this? Is a you got an opportunity here. We got a female protagonist. Princess Peach was badass in Mario 2.
yes,
Why are we making her a driving point, like a almost like we've created a situation in which she is a plot point for
mm,
Bowser to go do his thing.
yeah, I agree. It's just a lot of gap filling kind of additions to the plot. But I guess it's because it's really just there for the fun aspects. We're not really meant to take too much of the storyline seriously. It's an adventure. It's set in this kingdom. We want to see a good result at the end of it. Let's go on the ride. And that's what we're given to. Lots of visuals, lots of references, lots of Easter eggs, and lots of Nintendo-ness.
Yeah, that whole third act I felt like could have just been in the second act. The
Mm.
third act where they invade Brooklyn and all this stuff. Like
Yeah,
they could have made that part of the second act and made it a shorter movie.
yeah. I do kind of acknowledge the fact that they're very similar reference points in certain parts of this movie in comparison to the Bob Hoskins live action one. In that they go underground when there's something going on, they travel to a parallel universe, they end up coming back to our world with Bowser and henchmen and battle him there before they end up going back. So there's certain little aspects you can take from similar versions, even though obviously the live action one is nowhere near as good. But we have to
Definitely.
accept that it exists, it's out there, and it's an alternative Mario movie. Everything now is all about multiverses and what ifs. So there's an alternative one to look at. Make
Do
make
we
your mind
have
upon
to
it.
acknowledge the
Well,
existence
we
of
do,
that live
we
action
do.
one?
I'm afraid we do. Even if we don't like it, we have to acknowledge it.
I know.
It
I
was made.
mean, we all collectively agree not to acknowledge Andy Garfield's Spider-Man. So
Oh, we don't know. He's doing all right to come back now. He can still fit into the tights. It's a good thing. I know the suit's been specially made. I'm not a fool.
Oh my goodness. Yes. You know what though? I don't care what anybody says. The only Spider-Man, my Spider-Man is will always and forever be Miles Morales.
Yes, it will. Forever and always.
Forever and always. I like as far as like best Peter Parkers go, I will acknowledge Tom Holland is a wonderful because Toby Maguire always seemed like the Peter Parker that would happen if Peter Parker went on to college and did all this stuff.
Yeah.
He just never ever seemed like a high school student to me.
Yeah, he did. Well, he was already older than the age he was portraying anyway at the time, so it was a hard one to believe. He was more of an actual Spider-Man as opposed to a teenager trying to be a man. So,
Yeah.
as good as they are, and I must admit, the first two Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies I do love, but yeah, he was a bit too old to play a teenager. But that was a long time ago.
I feel like Toby Maguire would have been okay in that role if I don't know, like his face is always like so serious. He always seems like sulky and broody. Like he was a good like Venom Spider-Man.
Yeah, without the dancing and the weird emo haircut, yeah, stood there with us. None of that. It wasn't good. And again, I'm glad they acknowledged that in Into the Spider Verse. They did a little flashback bit where he did that. You know, saved a few guys and did some dancing. I like that. I like they had a little acknowledgements. But
Yeah.
yeah, wasn't the best, was it?
Mm. But but I digress. So, we went through, what happened. So your favorite element of this film were the
Well, I mean, there's a lot to take from it in a positive way. I loved the visuals, obviously very close to the more recent gaming side of Mario, and look great on screen, very colourful, very animated. I like the fact that they've given a likeness facially to Bowser to Jack Black. You can see it's meant to look like Jack Black. Obviously, he's voicing the character, but like the way his eyebrows were positioned, certain parts of his face gave us that kind of reference point to what Jack Black looks like. I like that little touch they threw in there. I did like certain aspects, certain costume choices were used. The visuals again, the use of characters to be teased for potential sequels in passing. I won't spoil too much of the ending right now, but visually a great movie. Lots of comedic moments that kept the kids laughing, and like we said, there's something for everyone. Different Mario fans from different eras. There's something in this movie that you can go, oh yeah, that's when I played that game, or I've seen that on the TV show, or I've seen that in the other movie, or wherever it might be. There's something for everybody to take from the movie. Mostly good. I have mentioned, things like in terms of timelines, it's a bit too mishmash, but that's just a personal taste of mine. It's not
yeah.
to diminish the movie at all, but because they were starting out their first adventure, I would have liked it to have played out as the games have. He gets his first power up, he goes to his first castle, he develops more strength and so on. But that's just me. This was something to please everybody, and it has, and it still is.
And your grumble was your least favorite part of this is just the
I mean,
timeline issues.
the timeline issues. I think we could have done with seeing a bit more Luigi time on there, especially with it giving off elements of Luigi's Mansion, the horror kind of vibe games where he's on his own and he's you know walking around in scary parts of the world. I liked that particular part of it. It would have been nice if they'd padded that out with some more scenes, maybe.
I would have liked more Luigi time over the third act.
Yeah, just to see him get more of himself out there, more confidence before that big climactic scene where he teams up with Mario and they just kick ass. It would have been nice to have some more Luigi time because he's a successful brother in his own right. So why not give him some more screen time?
Agreed. So, all right.
What
For
about you?
me, I think all the things like what were my favorite parts of this movie? Yes. I like the score, the color grading, the animation. I like that there was a little bit of something for everyone. My favorite I've been playing Mario since the first one when it was like you step on the little pals and then the little things fall down. And the one that was coupled with Duck Hunt, the one that you could get
Yes.
with Duck Hunt.
Oh,
I've been playing it from the very beginning. Obviously, my favorite one is Super Mario 3 because there's only one answer
yes.
to that.
Yes. I've got that on a picture somewhere. Oh, I have. I'm going to have to take it off my wall because I'm so proud. I've got this on my wall now. Mario Brothers 3. Yes. Look at that. Look at
Yes.
that. It's
Ah,
it's arguably the best in the entire franchise, in my opinion.
I
Um,
agree.
I
100%
love it.
agree.
I mean,
I
when I'd seen it in The Wizards, remember that movie, The Wizard, with Fred Savage? He goes to a Nintendo tournament and they unveil Super Mario Brothers 3 for the first time to surprise everybody. And it was like, oh my god, he's got the warp whistle. Oh my god, oh my god. It was a proper nerd
Yeah.
fest.
Oh, I would completely geek out. I would. It's amazing. Yeah, like I like that they had Super Mario 3 and then anything that can take me all the way back to some of my core memories and make me relive the rage of playing that game is excellent. I know the one on the cube that we got to play the Super Mario on the cube where it's like all 3D and they have that water level with the
Mario
little
Sunshine,
yeah,
yes.
the eel. I like my stomach absolutely turned when because the way the graphics were, it just and then the way it moved, I just got ill
You got
from
ill.
motion sickness. I got sick. I got like my stomach would turn. I would get like motion sickness from being in playing a video game.
Wow. Sometimes gaming is not a good thing to do. And
It just
nobody ever.
because it was like how it like kind of moved like that, and it felt like you were moving with it. Oh god, I like it made my stomach turn. And the fact that this movie had all the things just is it was my favorite part of the movie.
That's good.
And yeah, they even had references to Luigi's Mansion. Now, my complaint really is the Peach storyline with the Bowser's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go marry Peach. Like,
Just like that. Yeah.
for okay, for why? And then and I think my other complaint is that they forced the third act when they could have just kind of put it in with the second act. Honestly, if they wanted that to be a third act, they could have given me more Luigi and less random forced weddings.
Hmm.
Less random forced weddings where Peach is like, I will marry you. Okay, let's do this. That whole situation could have been shortened. Give us more Luigi, and then, Bowser and Brooklyn could be the third act.
It's all a case of what ifs.
Yeah.
What if they'd done it this way? What if they'd done it another way? I think generally, though, most people have enjoyed the movie. Gripes
Yes.
aside, we've all come away from thinking a great trip down memory lane, a great, world builder and movie franchise builder for Nintendo. They're going to obviously branch out further in what capacity, I don't know. But yeah, something for everyone and fun to watch.
Definitely. I Are you looking forward to the next installation of this?
Well, they've obviously left a big teaser at the end for a potential sequel. Obviously, we don't know what that will entail, but I do think this is the start of a Nintendo multiverse. It's been proven to be successful with Marvel. I think Nintendo will go down the same route and bring other video game characters to the big screen in the hopes of uniting them in some sort of way later on, down the line. But to leave a teaser such as they have, it seems likely there's going to be a follow-on. Why not? It's already made like billions of dollars. There's a phantom there. There's a want there. So get another one
Um,
made now. Come on, Illumination. Forget the minions. Give us more Mario.
right? Yes. Yes. I'm over it. I'm over it. I have 3 kids. One is 8. I am over it. Give me Mario. Give me more
Yes, please.
Mario.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
And give me more Miles Morales. I need to see across the multiverse Miles Morales. I need to see that. So all in all, we love this movie. We're going to play it.
Yes, we will enjoy it again at a later date. Maybe with a bit less
Yeah.
mushrooms, though.
Yes, less mushrooms.
Thank you. Thank you.
um. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Um. I look forward to doing this again. Maybe we talk about Across the Multiverse.
Maybe we do. Stranger things have happened.
Hey.
That's me booked.
All right. Oh, I'll be in touch. Honestly, left me on red while you were on your vacation, and I hurt my feelings. I was like, "Did I offend Davey A? Are we going to? Let's
No,
talk about
no.
this."
It's okay. It's okay. We're back. It's all right. Don't cry anymore. It's okay.
It's
It's okay.
okay.
It's
It's,
fine. I'm
I
sorry,
don't
everybody. We
wanna
just
cry. No.
gushing over here, man.
No, but you had a good vacation though.
Yeah. It's been nice to get
Uh,
away, but also good to come back. So
yes, agreed. So, all right, ending the broadcast, y'all tune in. Maybe we'll talk about Across the Multiverse, maybe we won't. Or Spider-Verse, excuse me. Across
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Spider Verse. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Gotta stay tuned. Eh.